The lecture hall at Harvard University was filled with brilliant minds. Students, professors, and guests all gathered to hear a renowned professor explain one of the most complex problems in mathematics. With confidence, he wrote across the board and declared, "This is impossible to solve." Generations of scholars have tried and failed. The audience nodded in agreement. After all, who could question a Harvard professor? He was an expert, celebrated around the world for his intellect. His tone carried finality, as if the matter had been settled forever. But in the back row sat a young girl, no older than 12. She wasn't supposed to be there. She had come along with her older brother, a student at the university. While most children her age were busy with games and cartoons, she had spent her evenings buried in books, fascinated by puzzles and equations. When the professor finished, he smugly asked if anyone had questions. To his surprise, the young girl raised her hand. The room erupted in laughter. What could a child possibly add to such a discussion? Even the professor smirked, curious to see what she would say. With a calm voice, she pointed out a small flaw in his assumption. Then, step by step, she began to explain her reasoning. The room fell silent. The laughter faded. Students leaned forward in disbelief as her explanation unfolded with clarity and precision. By the time she reached the end of her solution, even the professor's face had changed. His smug smile was gone, replaced with astonishment. The equation that had been called impossible now stood solved on the board, by a 12-year-old girl. The audience erupted into applause. The professor, humbled, admitted that she had achieved what he thought couldn't be done. That day, the lecture was remembered not for his words, but for hers. The lesson was clear. Brilliance has no age limit, and sometimes the most extraordinary answers come from the most unexpected voices.